Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So for the last couple of weeks I've been on vacation and I thought, let's go to Charleston and visit some old friends of mine. And these aren't just any regular friends, they're my best good friends, they're my Navy best good friends, and arguably, more importantly, they're my race car best good friends. So you'll see them a little bit later in the video, but I've known Josh and Greg for well over 10 years. During that time, they've been very active in the autocross community in South Carolina. I remember back in the 2009 season, we competed as novices, but we were able to quickly class up and bring home a couple of podium finishes, which was pretty cool. Since then, they've moved up through the ranks and they're now board members for the South Carolina Region Sports Car Club of America. They are also responsible for putting on these events, which includes networking and building positive relationships with local businesses to provide suitable racing locations, designing challenging courses, what else? Setting up and tearing down those courses, which is like a billion cones. It takes a long time to do that. And also, allowing us to safely enjoy ourselves while being able to push the limits of our machines. So I just want to say a huge thanks to Shelly, Josh, and Greg for being awesome and keeping the sport alive. Here's a little recap of race day. Oh, and stick around because afterwards, we're going to talk about my next project, turning this thing into an autocross monster.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Charleston. Woo! Car, right? The goal is for everyone to be safe. So if you start sliding, put both feet in, unless you're an automatic, and then you probably only want to put one foot in or it's going to be real awkward for everyone. So bring the car.
All right, so we just finished up the morning session. It's super fun. It's been, I don't know, over 11 years since I've autocrossed, and it is just as fun as I remember it being 11 years ago.
It certainly is, and I'll tell you, for being out of the game for 11 years, he's like a second and a half in front of me, which I hope doesn't reflect poorly on the fact that I've been doing this consistently for about 15 years, but
it's a different car.
It is a different car.
It does not count.
This is, I'd like to say it's still a drivable street car, but I think most people would classify it as kind of a cars and coffee car. I just hate the fact that people own cars and they don't bring them out to do stuff like this. It's so low impact, it's so fun, so affordable, honestly.
Hako in an autocross, what do you think? Strengths and weaknesses,
Strengths and weaknesses. So, strength, it is small and it's got torque. So Miatas tend to be the answer in autocross kind of scenarios.
That's what I'm driving today.
He's in a Miata, which is why he's 2 seconds faster than me. But the Miatas lack low-end grunt. This one's got a 2.8 liter straight six and a 5-speed, so it is willing to get out of its own way at these speeds. So that's a huge plus. Cons: it has no tire and no brakes. And those turns out kind of important when you're trying to do anything other than go straight. That'll be something that'll come one day. I'm not in a huge hurry, and Rich, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but this car doesn't get driven as much as it really should. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You guys were in town, honestly,
yeah.
And I just thought, hey, maybe we'll bring out something a little bit more interesting than just
and
the go.
who doesn't want to see a 71 Hako like getting busy?
The engine's running really well. I've got a couple of brake points and some turning points that I'm going to try to focus on to bring those times down a little bit. And I would say my goal is to just be what in the neighborhood of the Miatas. If I can get in the 25, 26s thereabouts, I'm happy. But
heck yeah. For the afternoon session, we're going to swap the GoPro from the Hako into the Miata to kind of get a side-by-side, and I think I'll try to do something cool where we can kind of see an actual side-by-side.
That'd be awesome.
Two different driver styles, two different cars. I think that'd be cool to see.
Yep.
Were you fast today, Shelly?
Nope. Not even a little bit. There was a lot of gravel, so instead of driving like one is supposed to be driving, I was sliding. We're grip drivers. I was not a grip driver today. I am still proud of everything that I did, even though I didn't win or place at all. I'm okay with it. Had a great time. The car is currently being built, so every day is learning experience, and every time we race it, it's fun.
All right, East Street. East Street had 2 entries, both driving the same 1999 Mazda Miata. Second place with a 25.366, Richard Phipps.
Are you YouTuber?
All right, and then winning out in East Street, just a 1/10 of a second faster than a 99 Miata is me.
Yay!
All right, in Heritage Classic Street Class, that is a very niche class for very old cars, but a time of 26.9 in a 1971 Skyline, Josh Castaneda. And then winning out in Cam goes to a 2012 Chevrolet Camaro with a raw time of 23.9, index time of 19.7, Lourdes Castaneda. Thank you everyone for coming out. Please drive safe on the way home. Please don't do burnouts in the parking lot. That sets a terrible example for everyone on what we're here to do. I appreciate the work you guys put in. If I get a round of applause for the staff who put this on.
So like I said before, I had so much fun last weekend. I met a lot of new people. I'd never met Shelly before from Shelly's House of Speed, so it was really cool meeting her and getting to hang out with her. And it definitely re-inspired me to pursue what I used to love doing, which was autocross racing. So tons of plans for this truck, tons of modifications coming. We're gonna get crazy, you know. We're gonna harness bars going in. This radiator is gonna be in the bed. That's gonna happen. I don't really think it needs to happen, but it's a race car and that's cool to do that. Maybe help out with weight distribution. Interiors coming out. We're gonna gut everything. Lexan windows. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so I'm really excited about getting started on this project. Now don't worry, we're still working on the Duramax Swap C20. In fact, you know, the idea I have in my mind is that's gonna be the tow vehicle for the race truck. So they're kind of part of the same global big project, which is cool. So yeah, super excited about it, and yeah, stick around. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's episode. So definitely thanks for watching. And if you haven't already gone over to Shelly's House of Speed and liked and subscribed to her channel, please do that. She's got some awesome videos over there. All right, I'll see you next time.